Hey, tip guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and we're back for another video. I've been doing a lot of reaction videos and some travel vlogs, but this time around I decided to help my co-teachers in the academe. If you are aspiring to work abroad, I guess this video might help you. And I know that whenever we apply for a job position, whether be it in dep ed private school or working abroad, we have to undergo this normal application process, and that is send your resume online. You have to fill out some information sheet. You're gonna have an interview. Some employers or companies would give written exams, and of course, last but not the least, teaching demonstration before they will give the contract. And the thing that I will be explaining to you today is all about how did I get my job in Japan. I just actually got it this year, and it was a tough process. But actually, I've also prayed for this, so it's true that you have to couple it with prayers. And that time, I was having an interview for an employer in Poland, but after the final interview, they told me that they can't hire me because there was this native teacher who applied for the job. So I was really heartbroken during that time, and my plan was to really renew my contract here in Mongolia. What I did is that I visited gageinpot.com because I know a lot of my friends, a lot of teachers in Japan actually got their job in gageinpot.com, and they are really responsive. Employers there are really responsive online. So I didn't have any plans at all. I just told my friends while we were in the living room, I think I'll just have to take my chances. I'll just have to send my resumes, because I searched science teachers Japan. So there were two employers who wanted to hire science teachers in Japan. I'm actually a science teacher, and there are a lot of vacancies for English teachers in Japan, and I know that as compared to science teachers, or the need for science teachers, English teachers have to be even more ready when it comes to showing their stronger credentials, because they are actually competing with native English teachers. And for the science, I think you just have to have good experience, comprehensive resume, nice background and all, because they do not really demand that much. You don't have to have a master's degree for you to get hired as a science teacher in Japan. Okay? And gageinpot.com is really helpful for aspiring teachers who wanted to work in Japan. So visit that, guys, and just search whatever position are you interested in. And okay, now let's talk about my journey. So sorry, this is the first time I'm gonna share to people the full application process, or the whole application process that I actually went through. It was never planned. I just wanted to send resumes online because I was really heartbroken when Poland turned me down. And after sending resumes online, they replied right away, and they asked me if what time I am free. They were asking me if I'm up for a casual interview, or for an initial interview. I actually told them that I'm free anytime. So they arranged the initial interview. So they arranged the initial interview, and it went well. After that, they told me, okay, you're gonna have your final interview, and that's gonna be after your teaching demonstration. And my advice and tips for a successful interview is that you just have to be real, okay? Just be true, keep on smiling, okay? Make yourself comfortable whenever you're talking to your employer, so that they will also feel comfortable. And it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to feel that, because that means that you really care about, you really care about the result of the interview. And for as long as you have a strong heart and attentive mind to their questions, then you don't have to worry about it. And of course, aside from being real, you have to relate your answers to your real life classroom experiences. In that way, they would also feel relatable to them because they're also teachers. You have to relate your answers to your real life classroom experiences, and if they ask you, how are you going to hold the attention span of the students? When they ask that, I answer them like, according to research, the attention span of the students like that and like that. So you can also integrate or incorporate some facts about students. And what I told them is that, I cracked jokes, I gave them a sample joke, and I was really brave that time, right? I was really brave in giving them a sample joke and also a topic, and they also liked it. So I think it's really, really good that you have to relate your answers to your real life classroom experiences. And also, do not be afraid in incorporating some strategies, methodologies, pedagogies, and also theories or concepts in education on your answers, because it's also a plus point for them. It could really show your expertise in teaching. For example, we have to plan our lessons in an engaging manner. We have to come up with a lot of student-centered activities, multi-fair use student-centered activities, so that the students will learn by themselves, will develop the independent learning within themselves. Because according to John Dewey, that's the progressivist approach right there, okay? They learn by doing. So you have incorporated theories and pedagogies already, and it's really, really a good help for you to have a successful interview. You just have to be real, relate your answers to real life classroom experiences, and incorporate or integrate some strategies, pedagogies, theories, and concepts in education on your answer. So that's for the interview. And of course, in Japan, I don't know if all of the employers in Japan do this, but as per my experience, they set the date for the demonstration, and then they asked me to look through the book guide of chemistry and physics, and they just have to prepare, okay? Prepare for whatever topics are they going to provide for the demonstration. So that time, I was waiting through email, and I was really clueless what topic I'm going to discuss. And they gave me the topic at 12 noon, and then I saw there were 2 topics in chemistry and 2 topics in physics that I just had to choose among all of those topics. I just had to choose one, and I have 1 hour, only 1 hour to prepare for the demonstration. So I was really nervous. My heart was beating so fast because I only had 1 hour. I never had it before. I never had that kind of preparation demonstration before. So I only had 1 hour, and then I chose waves in physics because I've been teaching physics here in Mongolia for 2 years now. So I am more comfortable with that, so I chose physics. That 1 hour, after 30 minutes, I couldn't really think clearly. I cannot process all the ideas in my mind. So what I did is that I just had to plan everything, plan your lesson. Even if you're only given a short span of time, imagine that you're teaching it in a classroom. It's really helpful that when you plan your lesson plan, you have to imagine, okay? Imagine yourself teaching the topic, because in that way, you know how the students are going to respond with your activities and all. So once you plan, of course, the normal lesson planning, okay, you know that as a teacher. The key here in doing your teaching demonstration is that you have to engage your students. In the 21st century education, we have already shifted to learners as the main source of knowledge, and they have to be active, and we have to act only as facilitators. So what I did was that when I taught about waves, I started first in engaging them. How am I going to engage them with the topic? So I made a choreography. We danced the waves. So when they saw that we started actively, when we started the lesson in a fun way, they were really happy already with that. So We danced the waves. I made a choreography of that. I also, cracked a joke, and then after that, I gave some drills to exercise their brain. We had a text twist game, and then I proceeded with the lesson. I think my energy was really, really helpful during that time because I am really known to have this energy even if I'm already tired. Even if I'm teaching at the last classroom, they could hear me from the office. So that's how energetic I am whenever I'm teaching. And it's really, really important that once you engage them during the lesson, you also show your energy, because in that energy, your passion and confidence exude, and they will really find it active, and they're not gonna feel bored. It will help them a lot to stay on track with the lesson. During the lesson, you should still maximize student participation. You could ask them to be part of the process, do a role-playing or simulation or demonstration. There are a lot of ways wherein we can actually engage our students. And all throughout the lesson, you must not become teacher-centered. You are only there to facilitate. So make sure that whenever you plan, but of course, I'm not saying that student-centered activities are the only activities which are best fit for your topic, because there are also topics wherein lecture can be done, because there's no such thing as best strategy, there's no such thing as best activity or methodology. You really have to plan it right. Okay, whatever is best for that, whatever is a tool or a method that could really help you to attain the objectives, you just have to use it, apply it, but do not forget to always include your students. Do not forget your students. Okay, so that's it. I hope that I have helped you. I'm so sorry that this is the first time that I am sharing a milestone in my life, and that is sharing with you how did I get my job in Japan. This is the first time that I'm doing this, and I hope that I have helped you a lot. And if you have any questions, please just comment down below. And lastly, one great advice that I'd like to tell you all is that as a teacher, love your profession. Because when you love your profession, everything follows, and whatever challenges, problems, hardships, and trials that you are going to face, you will just consider it as a pure joy and a learning opportunity. And it will only boil down to one thing. They will all contribute to your growth. So you may seem stressed out physically, but at least you're growing as a teacher, and that's what matters more. Also, you cannot give what you don't have. I mean, you should have a love for teaching so that you can give to them the love for learning. So I hope you like this video. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and comment down your thoughts and suggestions or questions. Please comment them down below. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.